Authorities found a 5-year-old girl rushed to the hospital after a supposed drowning, already covered in bruises that told a story of brutal violence, not an accident.
Because that looks like a lot of blood to me.
It do, but it wasn't. It was mixed with water.
The injuries were so severe, detectives were told they were only seen in victims of high-speed car crashes and extreme falls. Who could inflict such violence on a child?
That type of injury comes from car crashes, from airplane crashes, and from people to fall from extreme heights.
Wow.
That baby was to death.
No, that's not right. That's insane. That's insane.
On September 11th, 2019, Las Vegas police received a 911 call about 5-year-old Janiyah Russell. But the caller's unnerving calm about the unresponsive child was the first red flag.
All right, tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know. I gave my daughter, or my little girl I was babysitting, I gave her a bath. And she, I don't know what's going on at this point.
How old is she?
She's 5.
Is she awake?
No, she's unresponsive at the moment.
The victim was tragically pronounced dead within the hour, immediately shifting the case to a homicide investigation, starting with the woman who made the call, Chevin Miller.
I just need to get some information from you really quick, okay? And I need to just get that, and then we'll go to the next step, okay? Who are you to the child? Nobody? Are you family?
Oh, no.
Chevin initially claimed the child was covered in bruises the day before after a scuffle with neighborhood children while playing outside.
Did you call medical at any time or anything at that point?
I didn't, because I thought, it was just some kid stuff.
Roughhousing or something?
Yeah, it was no big deal.
Chevin insisted the victim took a bath and went to bed normally that night. But hours later, she checked and found the 5-year-old staring up, completely unresponsive.
She looked at me, lay back down, didn't really say anything. Then I went to go check on her again, and she was just staring up.
What time did you look at her again?
Around 6, maybe 7. No, it must have been around 6.
And she wasn't responding to you?
No.
The autopsy revealed the horrific truth: multiple fractured ribs and a massive, fatal tear to her liver. Injuries inconsistent with a playground scuffle.
She's got a lot of injuries. She has a lot of injuries. And I can tell you that the extent of injuries that she has on her body is not from a scuffle.
I don't know about the extent of injuries on her body.
Well, I can tell you that I've seen her body, and I'm telling you, this didn't come from a scuffle out in front of your apartment. Her injuries are extensive. You got to tell me how she got hurt like that.
When pressed about the bruises, Chevin revealed that when the victim returned roughed up, her punishment was forced physical exercises.
If she's been lying, she can do wall sits, and then she can do some push-ups.
Okay, so she'll put her back up against the wall with her legs bent, and then she holds her hands up?
Yes.
How many push-ups?
10. Everything is counted 10.
An hour after the interview, Chevin requested to speak again, claiming she forgot a critical detail. Water had inexplicably poured from the child's mouth during CPR.
To tell you that when I called 911 initially and they told me how to do the CPR, water was coming out of her mouth and nose.
Detectives immediately rejected the bizarre claim. They were now certain she was deliberately concealing the truth about the timeline.
Be full of water 10 hours later while you're giving her CPR. That's impossible.
I don't know.
I'm gonna know more tomorrow.
Yeah.
The case shattered Chevin's initial timeline when the child's father, Richard, was questioned and stated definitively that the victim never took a bath the night before.
The timeline is better because the bath was this morning, not last night. What time did you put her in the tub this morning? Was it after he left?
This was a little bit after he left.
Okay.
Chevin was forced to admit the bath happened that very morning, moments before the child died. Confirming her involvement was far more recent and direct.
When you say it went sour, what do you mean?
She's not here anymore. That's what I mean. She's not here anymore. She's not. That's my fault.
During a chilling video reenactment, Chevin described finding the victim face down in the tub after stepping out, pulling the child out limp, yet incredibly believing the victim was playing.
So she was laying on her back?
Yes.
With her head towards the top of the tub, I'll call it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then did you turn the water on for her?
Yeah, I already got this in the tub.
Okay, so
Because she's still playing. But when I realized she still had that same look on her face, I'm just like, okay, something's wrong.
Chevin also confessed that when trying mouth-to-mouth, she wasn't serious at first, believing the 5-year-old was simply faking the lack of response.
a lot of bruising on her face, on her abdomen, on her arms, on her legs. She was bruised and cut up. But not a lot of cuts, but a lot of bruises. Did you notice any of that? Now because you had put her in the bathtub.
Yeah. I told you, like, the face and stuff, yes, I did see that. But as far, and then, like I said, the one on the, I don't even know where that came from.
Meanwhile, Richard admitted to striking the victim with a belt 20 times 3 days earlier. A shocking admission of his own violence toward the child. Chevin was arrested the next day and confronted with the fatal medical evidence and, alarmingly, fresh, self-inflicted injuries around her wrists and neck.
The injuries to that little girl are so severe, you gotta explain it to me.
The injury she sustained to her abdomen, minutes.
Minutes?
Minutes.
What do you mean minutes?
She had minutes to live.
The detectives revealed the truth. The victim's liver was fatally torn within minutes, meaning she was beaten to death and could not have walked to the bathtub.
That is not a joke. That is worse than a gunshot wound.
What is that?
Can you tell? It's a liver. That is not a joke. We are not lying.
You gotta tell me what happened.
I'm not making this up.
Chevin's continued denial forced the investigators to reveal they knew she had tried to end her own life the night before. Strong evidence of her guilt and crushing remorse.
Is this why you tried to kill yourself last night? Now I talk to you. Not a tear in your eye. You've got cuts on your wrists. You've got contusions around your neck.
I'm in disbelief.
You can believe it because you tried to hurt yourself. Because you're feeling so bad about what you did that you tried to take your own life.
The detectives showed her side-by-side images of a healthy liver and the victim's mutilated organ, trying to break her denial by appealing to her conscience.
I know you don't want to believe it. I wouldn't want to believe it either. I wouldn't want to believe that I would be capable of doing something like that to a child.
So are you guys trying to arrest me for murder?
You are going to be charged with murder.
Are you serious?
Yes, very serious.
Chevin Miller was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to a minimum of 20 years in prison. In a tragic twist, the father, Richard Davis, walked free on bail. The victim died hours before help was called. A victim of violence so extreme, it was compared to an airplane crash injury. While Chevin was convicted, 2 adults who were supposed to protect the 5-year-old remained connected to her violent end, leaving a grandmother to only wonder about the beautiful life that was stolen.
The world is gonna miss out. They're already missing out on the beautiful soul that she was. She'd have been 10 years old. And I wonder, what would she have looked like? How, like, I just all of it. What would she be into? Like, all the stuff that I think about. And I don't know. There's no answer. There will never be an answer for it.